Hello. Um, so today I thought I would do a grocery haul. Um, I'm feeling a little anxious, like in my body, not really in my spirit, but like in my body. I had a coffee today, an oat milk, flat white, because I take the dogs every Sunday. I take them on this hike that we do, like 2 hour hike on Sundays. I take them to. And on the way, I used to have a habit of going to this particular cafe and having an oat milk flat white and a slice of carrot cake. So today I was taking them there, and I decided I would treat myself to a small flat white oat milk, coffee. And I was really calm and present and kind of feeling radiant as I was in the cafe. And I decided to do this thing that I used to do, which is like emanate that energy. And I was like, this is a bit manipulative. Um, but I decided to emanate that like centered, funny yet calm. Like things are funny, but they're calm and everything's okay. I decided to like push that out into the cafe. And I noticed people, this is something I used to do. I don't really do this anymore. And I noticed people at the cafe were turning to look at me. And then these two bicyclists came into the cafe, and like people started making jokes. So that's how I kind of knew it was working. They started making jokes, but there was like a real steadiness within the cafe, and it was kind of fun for me to do this. And then two bicyclists came in and were looking at me a little bit, and they were there with some friends, and they went back outside. They knew the staff, and I noticed them noticing me, but I pretended not to notice this happening, but just holding the center energy of like the cafe. I've far departed this energy now. I've had a coffee now, and I'm like, but at the time, I was just running on clean vegetables and like fucking source energy. So I was like really radiating as I was waiting for my coffee, my inevitable downfall there to. And so then the bicyclist walked outside, and I walked outside, and the woman walks right up to me and says, "Your dogs are beautiful." My dogs were in the car, and I said, "Yeah, that we love them. Those are that's my heart and soul right there. Those two dogs." And she like walks up to them and is, "Can I approach?" And she wanted to like pet my dogs, and I was like, "Yeah, go for it. They love people. They're good dogs. And she asked me, "What breed are they?" And like, actually, that was the first question she asked me. She's like, "What breed are your dogs? They're beautiful." And yeah, I was just kind of calmly answering her questions and retaining this like inner furnace of like goodwill and slight humor about life outlook, which just sounds kind of weird that I'm like consciously doing this. But yeah, I was like forcing this emotional presence, and yeah, I was getting like responses to it, and then yeah, and then she, I said, have a great day and whatever. So that was an interesting thing I noticed about today. I haven't really been able to tap into that ability in like a while, um, but that was a curious little thing. And this morning, this is interesting. This morning, this woman named the Anointer. She's a psychic who does YouTube videos. She popped up on my feed 2 weeks ago, and I watched two videos. I thought she had a good vibe, so I subscribed to her. And then she posted a video that she was doing a Zoom meeting teaching class for free titled "So You Think You're a Psychic," and I emailed her. I said, "Hey, I'd like to like see what this is about or whatever," and she said that you have to be there 15 minutes early, 10 or 15. She said 9 is considered late, so 11 to 15 is safer. And she said no, you cannot consume drink or food. So I went to this thing, and she puts a strong emphasis on boundaries and like feminine intuition. And she's based in Mexico. She's an American woman, and a really strong emphasis on boundaries. And there were a bunch of like boundary breaches within like the classroom. Including something I did, which was I got up with the camera. My boyfriend came home from a night shift, and so I had to move from the bed to here. And my moving around made her stop, address it. She said, "Did everyone notice how the container she broke the container by doing that?" And I apologized. And I actually knew that when my boyfriend comes home, because I could tell like, oh, okay. Like when she sent the email about like the rules, I was like, okay, I understand what this is. And I had the intuition that when I do change rooms, ultimately, because it was so early in the morning, I just wanted to lay in bed and listen to it. I didn't want to just like sit here and like, at 6 a.m. and on my Sunday off. So, but she addressed it. She told me that I'd broken the container, and then we took a moment to close our eyes and meditate to rebuild like the container. I mean, it was a little. I mean, but overall, it was good. It was good. She's just really strong on boundaries, and when you have psychic perception, I understand that. But I was just thinking, like, if a teacher at a school, when like COVID was happening and they were doing Zoom meetings, if a teacher in a classroom at a Zoom meeting at like a high school during COVID made a rule that none of the kids can move, eat food or drink, they would consider that like a human rights violation. So I guess context is important. Yeah, so I felt kind of embarrassed and also upset that I didn't listen to my intuition that I shouldn't do that. Like, I should read the room a little bit better than that. But it was a lesson to me. And then I felt, and now I'm feeling like I want to like learn like more and more about like boundaries and addressing like my own boundary breaches. And I think that I have. I allow a great deal of distraction and chaos in my life. I have a really high threshold for low vibration stuff. And so I think that's going to be kind of something to pick away at conceptually for me over the next few weeks, especially as we go into Scorpio, which Scorpio is a cutting away of things that don't function. That don't stand. Boundaries and where can I strengthen my boundaries within my relationship, within the workplace, and boundaries with myself and the things that I allow. I guess I'm always constantly thinking about boundaries without calling it as such. But anyways, that was just a short story time. You can probably tell that my energy is a little bit wired. I don't think I'm going to drink coffee maybe ever again because I do not feel good. I feel fucking tweaky. Okay, so I went to the farmer's market and to a place called Pack and Save in New Zealand. I live in New Zealand. And Pack and Save is like the equivalent of kind of a Costco, but not as bulky. There's not a lot of bulk stuff in New Zealand. Actually, Costco just came to New Zealand, so the consumer landscape is probably going to start looking a little bit more like America, which is really sad because up until this point, New Zealand has a strong sense of integrity towards mom and pop and supporting local artisans and local farmers, local everything, local everything. There's a lot of nepotism here. There's a lot of family and like family values and stuff like that. So yeah, Costco has recently entered the marketplace, and I feel and you're seeing there's people on the internet who are showing their shopping cart their Costco haul, and showing like the receipt, and they're like, "Can you believe I got 90 cookies for $5? Wow!" And it's like, it's happening. So I had to get some refill stuff, like these frozen mangoes, which I'm gonna have to put in the fridge pretty soon. So I ended up spending altogether $200 today on groceries. I typically spend $100 to like $150. So today I got a couple things that should last me 3 weeks, 4 weeks, and that is why my overall grocery expenditure today was so high. And also New Zealand is very expensive, so the first thing I got was these mangoes. I would just like to say that I do not get organic fruit because I can't afford it. I can go to the farmer's market though now, but it's not quite the season yet for fruit, so the fruit markets aren't open. When the fruit markets start in December, I'm going to start going to those constantly. But I don't buy organic fruit. Instead, I just believe, and I sort of almost pray over my food that it's going to keep me safe. This is definitely better than meat or processed food. It might have been sprayed. It might have been, I don't know what the hell they did to it, but it's, better than that other stuff in my opinion. And so I just kind of pray over it, and I have faith, and I've been feeling better, and I tend to just use faith instead. I know that's questionable. Maybe blackberries frozen, strawberries frozen. So I do them in like single fruit. I'm kind of cut off. I do them in like single fruit bags because I want to be able to like choose what I want to put in my smoothie. This is for smoothies. I got, this is a new thing. I got turmeric, a little thing of turmeric. It wasn't that expensive, and I'm gonna like just chuck one of these in my smoothie or grate it. Probably maybe even my salad dressing. I don't know. I'm gonna try to use this up this week. So yes, in a week I will consume all of this turmeric. Imagine. In a week I will consume a whole bag of white button mushrooms. So just, a lot of this stuff I'm probably going to consume it this week. I forgot. I got a kombucha. I'm going to drink that now. This is Feijoa. If you've never had a Feijoa, you live in America. Feijoas are like the bubble gum candy deliciousness of fruit that I've never thought possible. Like, they're delicious. And so that's a Feijoa kombucha that I'm going to have. I got tahini. I got olives. I got some cold pressed extra virgin olive oil. There's a lot of contention around these products, tahini and olive oil, within the raw vegan community. A lot of people are low fat, high carb, low protein. I ordered some hemp seeds, so I'm going to start making my dressings with hemp seeds, but they haven't come in yet, so I'm just going to stick to the olive oil for now. I got a masala chai. I don't know. I might have I'm trying to really get off caffeine. I didn't drink caffeine for the last 2 days, but making tweaks and adjustments and seeing what serves me, like what doesn't serve me. And I really think caffeine is like not serving me, so I might give that to my boyfriend. But I got a thing of basil, and this is just for my dressing that I make for the salad. I got okay from the farmers market. I met this fellow who is from Wisconsin, and I ended up having two really great conversations with oh coffee. Okay, I ended up having two really great conversations with people at the farmers market, and there was this fellow from Wisconsin, and he lives kind of off the grid on a organic farm, and he gave me a brochure and said I should come check it out, and we kind of hit it off, and it was a nice like little conversation. So yeah, I had an overall good day until I drank coffee, and I'm really regretting it now. I'm going to I think after this I'm going to work out like crazy to burn off this energy out of my body, because I can't handle it right now. I'm like, I'm not shaking, but I'm just like, I don't feel good. So I got some cilantro. I got some parsley. I got some cilantro. This is from the farmer's market, radishes. This is from the farmer's market, carrots, spring onion, three organic farmer's market avocados. So I talked to those people. They were very nice as well. I got microgreens. Is this like spiritual materialism? Like materialism? I'm just showing you, like I've seen these videos and like people show you kind of what a grocery shop looks like for raw veganism. So this is basically what I will consume over the next 7 days. I got microgreens, and maybe it's problematic, I don't know. I got kuha, I don't know what this is. Farmer's market. This is mixed lettuce, so that's cool. Rocket. Spray-free salad mix. So all this stuff is organic, spray-free. So these are the lettuces that I'm going to use to make a big giant salad that I'm going to eat over the next like 5 days. And even one more. Spinach. And, oh my god, Mizuna. So all this lettuce and these herbs is going in my belly over the next 5, 6, 7 days. I also got a tea from the farmer's market. Okay. Now this stuff is from the Pack and Save. So I got a ginger, a cucumber, a bag of tomatoes, 3 lemons. I usually get like 6 or 7 lemons, but I only got 3 lemons today. So, 2 nashi pears, 3 red onions, a bag of tangerines, a yellow bell pepper, a red bell pepper, and an orange bell pepper. Four oranges, coconut water, this is something I put in my waters, immunity drink. It's black currants and bosenberry, So it's 25 servings. Makes 19 servings. And you just pour a little in your water bottle, just a shot, and it makes it a fruit juice. And bananas. So yeah, that is what I got today. I'm gonna go put it away now, and then I'm going to go run a half marathon, I think. So yeah, that's what I eat in a week. Yeah, so thanks.